Howdy, Beeflo Bart here, and welcome. Having some internet issues, so bear with me. Alright, so gonna do some goose hunting. I go to my inventory. Change a few things around here. Yes, I've got the Wolfsbane, the crossbow pistol. Have not got the scope just yet. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep the bow. Gonna change out to shotgun. Do I want the pump? Side by side? Which do I want to use? Got several shotguns. You know what? The heck with it. I'm going to use the primal shotgun. Just for the heck of it. Right hell. And we need their bird shots. And we're going to use the red dot scope. And I'm going to go ahead and grab at least one box of extra shells. 12 gauge birdshot. Some extra arrows. Crossbow pistol. Yeah. No, I'm going to take a 357 Magnum. You know what? No scope. We don't need a scope for it. And I'll carry an extra box of shells for that. And let's see, we got for equipment. We don't need you. Let's get set up for the Goose. Long range. Go with short range collar. Let's see what else we need here. We'll get the red deer collar just for the heck of it. And the roe deer squeaker. And last but not least, tough choice, but let's carry the hog squealer. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about the predators, the foxes or whatever it's out here. Doggies. Let's carry retriever. I don't have any dog treats. I forgot to get more. Don't need any other equipment. Clothing is fine. Dog is fine. Vehicular. You know what, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm probably not going to use the Jeep anyway. Alright, Guts our dog. Start heading down the road. The location I'm going to is not going to be far away to begin with. Yes, I know I'm short one round, but oh well. Honestly, I think I may have. That's for a different map. You know what? Why not? Let's run the ghillie suit. I don't have the full ghillie suit. I don't know why, but I don't have the hat that goes with it. Or the gloves. You know, we'll just leave those on. Yeah, we could do that. It's not going to look right, but it'll do. Don't need a backpack. Gotta have my mustache. Alright, now we're good. So, don't usually find anything useful coming from this lodge, and as you can see, I'm starting from the southern lodge here. I'm just going to walk down. I've got a half spread of decoys. I do occasionally see a roe deer or a red deer on my way to that spot, so that's why I'm not going to jump into the Jeep. If I get in the Jeep, I usually just get over there as quick as I can, hop out, leave the Jeep right there. I don't even bother putting it away, and just start doing my thing. For goose hunting, having the just having a shotgun, you would think, okay, well, I've got a shotgun, I can shoot them when they fly over. But no, they don't. You can't hit them when they're just flying over. Okay, well, I've got the calls, so that's good enough. No, not really. So, just because you've got the calls, don't mean they're going to come in. In fact, they're probably not going to come in. They will see you and just not land. Okay, so you need the combination of the blind, good camo, of course having a shotgun with birdshot, naturally. Although you could use other things, it's just best to use a shotgun. Combining all the things together with the calls, the blind, the camo, and a good shotgun, that's your best option overall. Using decoys will definitely almost guarantee you're going to get some action. I've got a half spread. Wouldn't hurt to get a full spread. And that's a female roe deer. I am so not worried about her. So this Monday coming, the Halloween event starts, and turn off the filter from my sunglasses. So yeah, the event starts on Monday, runs through the 4th. So you get about a week, and that's fine. It's a Halloween event. It's not supposed to be a month-long event. And even though it would be nice if it was, but I understand, week-long event, good enough. It encompasses a little bit before and a little bit after the actual holiday itself. I'll jump on my soapbox for just one moment here, and then I'll get back off my soapbox and back into the thrill of calling in geese. I'm not great at it, by the way, but I get the job done. Shut up. Nobody cares about you. My dog is bigger than you. Where's my dog? Where'd you go? Better come on. All right. First off, the namesake of the dog here. This is Sally. She's level 13. She's refreshed, so she's gonna have a bonus to her XP gain. My brother. Let's see, that's the female right there. I don't see horns. It's hard to tell on these things. The horns are very small on the roe deer. Yeah, my brother's dog, Sally, which is the namesake for this dog. She was, oddly enough, a retriever mix, like a white retriever like this, and Chihuahua. Don't know how that worked. Maybe the Chihuahua got a running start, not sure. Maybe the lab was a female and was asleep, and it was just a surprise. I can't see it being the other way around, but we won't go there. But yeah, Sally was the sweetest little girl. She just recently passed away, and very, very sad, because she was probably the sweetest little girl in the world. She loved everybody and was just super friendly. Great little dog. She will be missed. So yes, my soapbox. On a Discord channel earlier, there was somebody who was going in all the frickin' channels, not just one channel saying it, but multiple channels, going around trying to find somebody to utilize an exploit in the game to... Okay, doing missions in this game will reward you with pretty good GM that you can use to buy new equipment with. Well, this particular mission required this person to use a weapon that they do not have. So instead of actually them going and doing other missions, earning the GM to be able to afford to buy the weapon that they needed to be able to finish this other one, it was easier for them to just go into all the different chat channels and say to use a game exploit. If you and I are in this game together and you need to complete the mission for harvesting harvesting 2 geese. That's what we're going after right now for the example. I can shoot the geese, but you go over and harvest them, even though I get the points for them, the credits and all that stuff. You get credit for it somehow through an exploit in the game, a bug in the game, to where you get credit for the kill, even though you did not make the kill. So, to me, that's using an exploit or cheating. There's just no other way to look at it as it is cheating. If you need to complete the mission, but you can't complete the mission because you don't have the required equipment, so you get me to do it for you. Yeah, that's just wrong. You know, it's one thing to, if you're using that cheat or exploit in the game. Come on, Sally, get in the blind. Thank you. Who's your pretty girl? Thank you. So yeah, I don't see any other way about this. I do the work of killing, in this case it was 2 turkeys, with a side-by-side shotgun. This person does not have that side-by-side shotgun, so they want somebody else to utilize an exploit in the game to cheat and make the kills for them so they can go over and harvest them and get credit for it in the mission and get this huge amount of freaking GM. Okay, if you're on just a regular Discord channel and you're asking someone to cheat for you, use an exploit for you in a video game, don't do it in the Discord channel of the people who actually make the game. That's just really, really, really pathetic. It's pathetic, first off, to ask someone to cheat for you and do an exploit. That's bad enough. But to do that in the developer's website or Discord channel or forums or anything like that, it's just absolutely pathetic. And I think that those kind of comments should be banned from the Discord servers or the forums or whatever, for those that are actually owned by the developers or run by the developers. And I made one comment in Discord, and I'm not going to do it anymore because, you know what, I'm a community I cannot talk tonight. I am a community contributor for the developer of this game. So I need to be a little bit more on my toes and a little bit more PC, but I pretty much say that should be blocked from their Discord channel. And asking someone to cheat or use an exploit in the game, maybe not so much being a bannable offense because it's hard to prove it, but it should be frowned upon, and it should not be allowed to happen inside the Discord channel. So, getting off my soapbox. Alright, the downside of goose hunting or duck hunting in this game is, well, where the bird's at. See, I've got my decoys set out. I've got half spread, and what I've done is I've put them in a full circle all the way around my blind. You know, if you get you think this is a half spread. So if you get a full spread, it's double as much. I know. You know, so yeah, twice as many as what I already have, and this is actually a pretty good amount. So what'll happen is when you hear the geese off in the distance, just because you see them, just because you hear them, doesn't mean you can actually always get them to come in. Having the decoys is a good help. These are just the fixed decoys. There are some also that, in theory, would utilize the wind and cause their limbs to act like propellers, which looks like flapping wings. Those help as well. And here's the thing, is once you do start calling them in, and they do come in, you don't have to immediately start blasting. What I may try to do here is, if I can contain myself, wait for them to land. So I've actually gone AFK. I've crouched down like this and went AFK. You get a really, really high camouflage bonus. Now keep in mind that this is the blind for this map. It gets only gets a bonus on this map in certain conditions. So you really need to pay attention when you're buying your waterfowl blind to make sure you're getting it for the correct map and get appropriate level of camouflage for the map. So the tropical stuff that I'm wearing is good for one particular map and gets an extra bonus for that map. But it does help with my camo rating anyway. So all the gear that I'm wearing goes towards my camo rating, plus this waterfowl blind is for this map and set up correctly to get the extra bonus on that. So what happened is I went AFK and come back about, I don't know, about 7 or 8 minutes after I left, and a group of geese came in. Didn't call them, didn't do anything. They just came in and landed. And I kept hearing the geese. I'm like, and I get used to seeing my decoys, and I look over here, and there's 2 geese just like standing over there next to my decoys, just kind of walking around doing their thing. And of course I shot one on the ground, not very sporting, but whatever. And then they all kind of jumped up, started flying, and I ended up popping another one. But if you wait, they will land, especially if you have the decoys. So once they come in, if you're patient, what I'm going to try to do, if I'm patient and can get them to land... Oh. Speaking of the devil... Alright, they're way far off over there. There's almost no chance that I'm going to get those guys to come in. Now I use the long range color. And just because you see the one that's flying over there doesn't mean that's the only one. Ah, see? Get one more honk with this. Change over. Alright, we might get some action out of them. They're too high to hit, but you'll see that they'll actually, if they're going to turn, and doesn't look like they are. Alright, so I screwed that one up, but just because they fly over directly like that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to come in. That's the thing, is just because you see one flying over doesn't mean that's the only one. I've seen that was 2 just then that were flying across at the same time. One off in the distance and one directly overhead. But I have seen 3, and I wouldn't doubt if you can get 4, but I know I have seen definitely 3 that were going over, 2 that flew directly overhead at the same time, and that had geese that were actually coming in. So it can be a little bit of a letdown whenever you're doing this sometimes, that you're not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get geese to land. Unless it's just me, that I suck, and don't know what I'm doing. And there's a very high probability that that's the case, that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I don't want to do a stream and not actually kill something. But what I want to try to do, though, is, what I was saying, is wait for them to land and get onto the ground, and then try using my bow and take them out with the bow, because once they're on the ground, if there's 3, 4 of them that land, then I might be able to get 2, 3, maybe all of them without spooking them off. Alright, big shocker. Tonight's drink of choice, Orange Crush. Not a big fan of the orange color. I like the fruit orange. Orange Crush for sure. A lot of times what I'll do is, and it's weird, is, I do have some respiratory issues from time to time. Hey, look, it's a rainbow. And Alka-Seltzer to the rescue. Usually taking an Alka-Seltzer twice a day. You know, I mix it with the Orange Crush just because usually that's what's in front of me. And I actually like it tastes better than just putting it in water. So it stopped raining. And with Poochie Dog here, being that she's a retriever, I don't have to get out of the blind. I kill the geese, they hit the ground, I can just send her out and she'll go bring them back and drop them down right there in front of her, and I can actually pick them up right there. I don't have to go anywhere. Now, being that there is such a high camouflage bonus with this, what I may do just for giggles is call other stuff in. What we got here? Roe deer. What's I bring? Hog squealer. And what else did I bring? Yeah, it's hog squealer, roe deer. The roe deer will come within like, I've actually had roe deer and red and foxes all come within like 10 feet of this blind. And you can just sit here and wait for them to get closer and closer and closer, and then peekaboo, bam, and then you're done. Geese. Alright, way far off. Alright, so I see them right there. Probably kind of small on your screen. If you're on a computer or a TV, you might be able to see it. If you're watching on a tablet or a phone or something of that nature, tiny screen, you're not going to get the most out of the stuff from, well, the video in general. Alright, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to come in. Stranger things have happened, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to do it. So it can get a little bit on the boring side doing goose hunting. But I did want to do at least a short hunt. 7? Yeah. That's going to be a female. So I'm really not worried about her. I'm not going to shoot her. But I will just for STD, something to do. I'll keep calling her in. Right there. I'll see you. So, roe deer female. Pretty close to the size of my dog that I've got out here. That was number 7. So I can get her to come all the way up pretty much to the blind. Let's see how close we can get her. Yeah, it's little stupid tricks you can do while you're waiting on the geese. I usually have my volume more than double what it is right now. So I'm not able to hear as good. That's why I'm going to keep looking around. Yay, the rainbow. Alright, come on over here and visit me. What else we got? Let's call the red deer again. Because who knows? We might get a red deer come in. You. Come here, stupid. It's so rare to actually find a roe buck. Not Sears and roebuck, but just a roe buck. Male roe deer. I see you. Little turd almost jumped in here to get away from me. And you hear the screeching in the background. That's actually another one, or nope, default. That's like a warning call. Okay, we're gonna have some geese coming in this time. Now, don't be all panicky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just be patient. I'm gonna be pissed if they don't land. All right. Check back here. They all landed on the other side. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's way too far out. Yeah, that's too far out. Oh, shit. More. So 3-pack coming this way. Another pack coming that way. So I got one with a bow and 2 with a shotgun. Okay, we're gonna have some of these. Oh. That's what I wanted. A 2-4. Shit. I hear more, actually. Love getting those doubles like that. Alright, let's actually start picking some of these up. Alright, fetch my sweet. I probably should go out there and help her. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 right there. You were such an awesome dog. Hit body male. See, that's 27 GM right there. So, you know, mid-20s per. We'll see. Hear more geese. I normally come in here and do it as a multiplayer hunt because you can hit F3 and see your score, like an accumulated score. You are such a good dog. So 27, that's 18. Yay, 25 harvest with the primal shotgun. I don't use it all that much, but it's a good shotgun. Hell, look, soft mouth level 2. I'm struggling really, really hard to not make any kind of lewd comment about having a soft mouth. Because I know a couple girls named Sally. But since we're referring to a dog, we're gonna leave it at that. Alright, so that was cool. I got 1 with the bow and 6 with a shotgun, and 2 of them or a double. Male. Another 16, so yeah. Still got 4 more to go. I said I should just go out there and pick them up, but let her do her thing so she can level up some too. But I definitely wanted to do a stream where I definitely did what I set out to do. I wanted a goose hunt, and that's what we did. God, oh yay, 19 GM. All right, keep on going, sweetheart. Who's a pretty girl? Who's a pretty girl that teleports? All right, this is the one I shot with the bow. But like I said, sometimes there's quite a bit of time between birds. So, yeah, when you have downtime like this and a bunch of dead birds flying around, it's a good time to start picking them up. But, yeah, it can get a little boring at times. It's female. Still got 17 GM, even though it was a 0 CSS. Got 2 left. I don't get them all the time, but that's why I went ahead and just immediately pulled out a shotgun on that group, because they were so tight together. Was hoping that I would get at least one, if not more, doubles, and was kind of hoping for a triple. I haven't got a triple yet, but it was cool to get a double. And I'm always geeked out about that. All right, sweet girl, you got one more after this. I'd say that's mission complete. I see some geese off in the distance there. And 8.6 on my CSS score. Yeah, 9 GM. That really sucked. So I understand the scoring system and all that stuff. Do you not see it? Is it too far away for you? It's right next to the other one you just brought back. Goofus. Oop. Actually, you see them. They're heading this way. I'd like to be able to get more with the bow. I don't know if it's just because they were just too close just then, but it would be cool to get more with the bow. Honestly, I almost brought that Wolfsbane crossbow pistol. Y'all gotta get your butt in here. I want more. That's fine. That's 30 GM. Well, fine. Y'all just go away. I don't care about you anyway. Well, I would say that was pretty productive couple of minutes there. Having them come in pretty close to each other like that, and then that was, what did I say, 7 geese in about a minute and a half's time, 2 minutes time. You got a lot of dead time when there's no geese at all. So you'll sit here, and if you're sitting here blasting away, anything else is not going to, you're going to scare everything off within a mile around you, it seems like. So you can pretty much give up on seeing much of anything else show up after you start your shooting. Like I said, you'll see 1, 2, 3 back-to-back groups, everything will be great, and then you'll have 10 minutes of nothing at all. So it can be boring at times, but there is times where you have a bunch of them come in at one time, and you're busier than a one-legged cat trying to bury a turd on an ice pond. Hey, I didn't make that one up. So I got that large group right there. Don't see anything else coming. Don't know if I'm calling too frequently or what, but I can't bring them in whenever they're that far away. And I think there's actually another new call, which is a comeback call. I don't know if it's just for the ducks or gadwells or what have you. There's also a lanyard you can carry your callers on like this. So if you've got like a bunch of duck decoys or goose decoys or whatever, you can put them on a lanyard and be able to just, hotkey go between them. But if I'm going to do a goose hunt, then I'm just going to gear up and do it, And I try to keep everything, like number 9 key is always going to be my range finding binocs. I know that's that. 1, 2, and 3 is my weapons. That's a given. Number 4 is going to be my most used call, which all times either the doe bleat. Then normally number 5 is my buck grunt. But in this case, my number 1 and number 2 most used callers are going to be my number 4 and number 5 slot. And auxiliary calls in this case is going to be red deer. And I got roe deer and hogs. And the only thing that I'm missing is predator call, which there are, I believe, red foxes, red deer, roe deer, Canadian geese, and feral hogs. But I think since we had a pretty productive time there with our shooting, I think we'll actually call it on this stream. And I will be doing another stream here shortly. Probably about 20 minutes or so. And I'll probably switch it back up and start doing some... I worked on the feral hog missions, completed all those. We're done turkey, already done whitetail, blacktail. I don't think I've done all of the wild boar missions. I know I haven't done the conclusion of the black bear. So I've got other missions I need to complete. It is nice that I got the feral hogs done. That was enough to get me the GM that I needed to get the wolfsbane crossbow. Supposedly they're going to put the wolfsbane 308 pistol on up to a 90% discount. So instead of 1,000 EM or 17,000 GM, it's going to be highly discounted. So I'm going to wait until Monday and see, because I'm probably going to carry both the crossbow pistol and the 308 pistol with the silver bullets, the wolfsbane edition for both, so that I can go after werewolves. It's on the Timberwolf map. Whatever. Really, I have not spent much time hunting there. I think I've hunted there one time in multiplayer and one time in single player. Last night I popped in there for a short amount of time. Did manage to get a grizzly. I took an extremely long shot, like a 1,000-foot shot at an elk, but did not compensate for my my bullet drop. So thankfully it didn't hit. I would rather it not hit than wound and have to chase for a half hour. It's a cool map, but I'm not going to do any streaming on that map until Monday, whenever the event starts. Then I will be going to definitely do at least one stream per day during the event, possibly 2 streams. One earlier in the day. I will look at the time zone differences. Right now it is a quarter till 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hear geese's. So I'll probably do it in a different time slot as well, so that I do something for my European and Asian brothers and sisters. So I have viewers that are in various different countries, from Algeria to Germany, England, Australia, Indonesia, Honduras. I mean, people all over the world that I know of that actually watch my videos when they care enough to watch the videos. But also, if you guys want to see anything from not Far Cry, excuse me, the Hunter Primal, or Call of the Wild. I don't normally do Call of the Wild. I don't even have Call of the Wild or Primal installed right now. I do own both of them. But featuring Classic right now, specifically also because the Halloween event's coming up, and I'm looking forward to that. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day on this stream right here. I will probably stream again here shortly and do something different. But we will see. Me and Sally are going to go back to the lodge and call it a day. Alright. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.